Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a blessed Sunday. And in the news this morning, women charged in death of Digicel employee found in barrel. The police have made a breakthrough in the killing of a Digicel Jamaica employee whose body was found in a barrel last month after he was reported missing. 3 women have been charged in connection with the killing. Others are in custody, and the police are seeking several more suspects. The deceased, 43-year-old Kevin Walker, from Antrim Road in Vineyard Town, Kingston 3, was a sales administrator at the telecommunications company. Walker was found inside a blue plastic barrel along Industrial Terrace in the Kingston Western Division on February 3, 2025. His stolen debit and credit cards have since been recovered. Those charged are Anita Vanzi, 30, from Mark Lane, Shade Bennett, 29, from Oxford Street, and Joanna Birdie Williams, 36, also from Oxford Street, all in Kingston. They have been charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, simple larceny, being a part of a criminal organization, providing benefit to a criminal organization, mispresent of a felony, accessory before the fact, accessory after the fact, and preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. The police have listed 2 men as persons of interest in connection with the killing. They are LaVar Witter and a man known as Shino. These men are asked to report to the Denham Town Police Station by 6 p.m. on Monday. Assistant Commissioner Michael Phipps, head of the Area 4 Police, told the news that the breakthrough was as a result of the cutting-edge technology and the forensic science the JCF has employed. After weeks of meticulous investigations, our team of investigators, supported by our partners and other significant stakeholders, utilized advanced technologies and other forensics, including DNA forensics, to re-examine the evidence and identify new leads in the murder, ACP Phipps said. The combination of advanced technology and the forensic expertise has proven to be a game-changer in our efforts to solve this crime. Information reaching the news indicated that around 10 a.m. on February 1, Walker left home and went to meet women who lured him into the Hannahtown community. While there, he was accosted by 3 men at a premises. The men robbed him of his debit and credit cards and forced him to give up his personal identification number and online banking information, which he did. Immediately afterwards, police said 2 women went to an ATM at a crossroads at St. Andrew, where they withdrew monies from Walker's card, returned to the premises, and shared it among the group. Walker was tied up, beaten, and stabbed to death. Around 11:50 p.m. that same day, the body was placed in a barrel and disposed of on Industrial Terrace. On Sunday, February 2, 2025, a missing person report was made at the Vineyard Town Police Station for Walker. The body was found the following day but was not immediately identified due to its advanced stage of decomposition. It was identified a few days later. A post-mortem conducted on February 16 concluded that death was a result of deep throat cutting. Prior to that, police said intensive investigations led them on a targeted operation on Mark Lane on Wednesday, February 5, 2025, where Vanzi was held and one of the bank cards was found in her possession. Subsequent operations led to the arrest of the other 2 women. They were all charged following a ruling from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. The ACP praised those involved in investigating the murder. I would like to commend and to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of our forensic experts, other technologists, and of course, investigators and some other critical stakeholders who I know worked tirelessly to bring this investigation to a successful resolution. This achievement again demonstrates the JCF's commitment to leverage innovative technologies and other techniques to drive justice and to keep our communities safe, he said. Man shot and injured after attempting to hit a policeman with a board in Spalding. A man has been hospitalized after he was shot while confronting a policeman with a piece of board in Spalding on Saturday. The man sustained a gunshot wound to his left hand during the incident, which happened about midday in the town which borders Manchester and Clarendon. A video of the incident shows two policemen walking towards a service vehicle when a man armed with what appears to be a piece of board approached one of them. One of the policemen then pulled his firearm, pointing it towards the man. The man was seen lifting the board towards the policeman before a loud explosion was heard. The video also showed the man walking away from the police with his blood-soaked white shirt before he used it to wrap his injured hand and jumped into a truck transporting cooking gas cylinders. He remains in hospital under police guard. Mavado threatens legal action over injustice against the son. Dancehall artist Mavado is threatening to take legal action against those involved in what he described as injustice against his son, Dante Brooks and Andre Hines, following the recent overturning of their convictions for a 2018 shooting murder. The two murder convictions and the life sentences were quashed by the appeal court last week after the court ruled that their convictions had been rendered unsafe, leading to a substantial miscarriage of justice. The appeal court panel expressed the view that the trial judge's failure to properly caution himself against the risk associated with identification evidence, along with his inadequate handling of that evidence and the credibility of the prosecution's sole eyewitness, led to the applicants being denied the legal safeguards designed to prevent the serious danger of convictions based on unreliable identification testimony. Mavado has since broken his silence following the ruling, stating that while he is elated that his son has been freed, fire is raging within him at the injustice that took place. It's taken me some time to process all that has taken place, but I am ready to speak. To God be the glory, He comes first in everything we do. I am naturally elated, relieved and full of joy that my son Dante has been freed from the state-imposed hell he has endured for 7 years of his young life. But at the same time, there is a fire raging within me at the injustice, or as the appeal judges put it, substantial miscarriage of justice that has taken place, Mavado said in a post on Instagram. A trial without a jury, decided by a lone judge who chose not to take into account the number of times the single witness changed his statements, admitted to lying to the police, and fabricated his account of events. The prosecution could not properly contest the appeal and did not request a retrial, admitting along the way that they did not follow basic legal protocol. They sensationalized the story with outrageous claims, which the post-mortem also proved to be lies. He continued, questioning how such a blunder could have occurred. The artist said he will be pursuing full legal action against all parties involved in this cruel act of injustice and will not stop fighting until real justice is served upon those who perpetrated this awful, unlawful, and unwarranted action against my son and his co-accused, Andre Hines. The Court of Appeal has granted a full acquittal, showing how false, contrived, and concocted this whole case has been from day one. They also tried to drag my name through the mud to help them carry out their wrongdoings and garner headlines for themselves. Well, this story and those headlines are far from over, and we will see the names of those conspirators and the workers of iniquity brought to bear to face justice and accountability from their egregious actions and motivations, he added. Mavado also expressed gratitude to attorneys Hugh Wildman and Oswest Senior Smith for their work in freeing his son and Hines. I would like to thank Mr. Hugh Wildman, who never had a doubt this miscarriage of justice would be overturned from the first minute he started reading the court transcript. His leadership and bravery against a system designed to destroy the lives of innocent youth, and youth is a service to his country. Big up Mr. Oswest Senior Smith for his sharp legal mind and the serious work in freeing my son and Andre, he said. Brooks and Hines were in March 2021 sentenced to life behind the bars for the 2018 murder of Lorenzo Israel Thomas in Cassava Peace, St. Andrew. According to a report of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Unit, at 3:30 a.m. on June 5, 2018, a group of armed men forced their way into the victim's house where he was shot, chopped, and his body set ablaze. Brooks, who was 16 at the time of the murder, was ordered by trial judge Justice Leighton Pusey, who heard the matter without a jury, to serve 22 years before being eligible for parole. He was also sentenced to 20 years for illegal possession of firearm and 15 years for arson. His co-accused, Hines, who was 23 at the time of the incident, was sentenced to life imprisonment for murder and would not have been eligible for parole before 17 years. He was also sentenced to 15 years at hard labor for illegal possession of firearm and 15 years at hard labor for arson. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.